Welcome to the UCL Pokemon Draft League. This is Alex Grimes II. And my wife is bad. The king himself.
Ugly
Welcome
boy.
back to week 2 of the South Orange UCL. For this week, we are joined by Harry, a longtime member of the UCL.
Who?
Leader of the random number generator. How you feeling today?
That boy been eating.
I feel all right.
Fat ass.
Awesome. Now we're going to go through the Grandpa's Spanking Ground conference on for this week 2. We're not going to be dealing with repeat prologue. How do you feel about this conference that we're going to look at today?
Trash.
I think it's the stronger of the two conferences when you compare the two head-to-head, so should be fun.
But they not though.
All right, now we're going to get into the games right after these short promotional segments.
Oh, here you go with the bullshit commercials.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Do you know what this is? That's right. It's grass. You can go outside right now and touch grass. Ah, yes, grass. The soft substance under your feet. You can go do something physical, like run and exercise. You can go outside, touch grass, and play with your friends instead of being a nerdy loser who loses every time to the king. How about you go outside and breathe fresh air? Go outside right now and touch grass one time. It has been brought to you by Michelle Obama's Let's Move initiative. Remember when our first lady was kinda hot?
And she was bad though. Oh, hell no, not this bullshit.
Every year in the UCL, there are over 300 poor, precious Pokemon that go undrafted and without a team. Don't let these pure, beautiful creatures suffer. How long must they suffer? Please, in your next draft, think of them. This is brought to you by UCL Homeless Relief Foundation. Please, catch them all.
The first match will be between the California Carcole and the East Tasmanian Crocodile.
Who?
California Carcole will be on the player side, while the East Tasmanian Crocodile will be on the opponent side. Pelipper's going to switch out for the Volt Switch onto the Rodon Mo. It's going to hit Chansey, do no damage, but the Crocodile's in now. Crocodile versus Chansey. Chansey's going to get out into the Mega Swampert. The Stealth Rocks will be placed down for the Crocodile, and now the Mega Swampert goes in for an Ice Punch. It doesn't get... What's going to happen now? The Crocodile is going to kill the Mega Swampert with a counter.
Yeah, the Crocodile has to have Sash there. It dies to like a waterfall, so I'm suspecting that was a Sash counter set.
The Ludicolo will go for a Weather Ball, which will be immune by the Jellicent, and then the Giga will be resisted. Here's the Chansey now versus the Latios. The Mega Latios is going to go for a Psychic Shock and destroy the Chansey. Now it's 4-6 in favor of the California Carcole. Here's the Surfet. Surfet's going to go for a first impression, but it's going to be predicted. And in comes the Carcole, the namesake of California, is going to then switch out to the Corviknight, and the Pelipper is going to be Corviknight versus Pelipper. Scald will do a bit of damage and get the burn off, but the U-turn will bring back in the Rodon Mo.
Yeah, so obviously doesn't want to give up the Pelipper. Still has Ludicolo in the back with Swift Swim, so he's going to switch out on that and eat it with the Salamence.
Big damage with the Thunderbolt, with the Thunder onto the Swamp, the Salamence, and then the Volt Switch will take it out. It's 6 versus 3. The Adrian from the California Carcole are running away with this game. Another switch into the Carcole, standing as a wall for this fighting type. Surfet's Pelipper's back in.
Yeah, the Carcole is mostly there to just like tank the first impressions from the Surfetch, so You'd
The
like to see the
bandit.
Surf Edge predict the swap and maybe hit a knockoff, but he just keeps going for the first impression. It's one of the new
not
players.
working. The flame body will cut the attack power in half. That's a very terrible thing for the Surf Edge. Surf Edge, it was completely walled off in this game by California Carcoal, the namesake of California. The Roost will keep the Megaladios alive. He's going to finally kill the Ludicolo. All that's left is Surf Edge. He's going to go for a close combat. The Scrappy will do damage onto the Jellysit, but it's too little, too late. Close combat, he's banded, he's stuck in the close combat. Now the Shadow Ball will bring it down. The burn will kill it. That's going to be game in favor. The winner is California Carcoal.
Yeah, big 6-0. Once the burn got onto the Surf Edge, which it looked like he was trying to do all game, finally got the flame body. Once that happened, it was pretty over, so in control the whole game for Adrian.
In control the whole game. You are completely right. Between switching, he was in East Tasmanian Crocodile's head. Every time Surf Edge came in for the first impression, switched into the Carcoal. It's gotta question yourself, why didn't he take a close combat one time? Sometimes you gotta take a little bit of a risk. You knew he was switch coming in the Carcoal.
Yeah, for sure. It should have been like a knockoff or a close combat. It was like easy to see what he was doing after the first time he did it. And some extra style points for Adrian, running Sash counter Crocodile against the person whose team name is the Crocodiles.
Complete and utter betrayal by that Crocodile on the California Carcoal. Both players, this is going to be their first UCL season. Welcome to both players. For now, let's move on to the next battle. The next match will be between Sam and the Delaware Delibird. Sam will be on the player side, while Delaware Delibirds will be on the opponent's side. The Vaporeon will switch out for the Rodon Frost, and then the Volt Switch will bring down the Delibird to a Sash, who only got a layer of spikes down. He's going to go for a Memento. So that's going to be good. On to the Celesteela. Here is the Entei. Entei's going to scare out the Celesteela back into the Vaporeon. Toxic onto the Vaporeon. It's going to be a favorable matchup for Sam. The Entei is going to get out for the Haunter. Scald onto the Haunter. Critical hit takes out the Haunter in the second death of the game.
Yeah, it's a rough start for Spencer, who's one of the players who really just picks his favorite mons without any like necessary attention to team composition. So
oh my goodness, the Tapu Lele outspeeds the Crobat. That Crobat's down. It's already 6-3. Weebile's going to scare out the Tapu Lele. Knockoff will do big damage onto the Vaporeon. Vaporeon will not be able to stay in unless it wants to die. It's going to die. It's going to be sacked off for a clean switch. Who's coming in? It's going to be the Tapu Lele. It's going to be back in. Probably outspeeds with the Scarf. The Ursaring comes in for a moon. Gets moon blasted. The Guts will be activated with the burn.
Ooh, went for the prediction on the Celesteela there and didn't get it.
The Thunder Punch will be negated by the Gliscor. Facade will now be resisted by the Celesteela. He has a good opportunity to Thunder Punch here. He doesn't do it. The Celesteela goes for an Autotomize, getting a ×2 special attack.
Speed,
the Air
dumbass.
Slash will take out the Ursaring. It is now 2 Pokemon left.
Yeah, this isn't looking too good. Oh god, a Meteor
left.
Beam.
Meteor Beam will take out the Entei. This game is over. 2.5 times special attack on the Celesteela. Hidden Power will destroy the Weavile. The last hope for the Delaware Delibird. The winner is Sam.
Not really surprising. Sam has one of the better composed teams against Spencer, who again just plays with a lot of his favorites, but a fun Celesteela set to see. Not the typical Leech Seed Protect, so good on Sam.
Definitely a fun set for that Celesteela. Unfortunate for Spencer. I did recruit him back into the UCL. He's going to have a good time, win or loss. So you got to respect that in a man who is humble enough to accept defeat and just have a good time with his friends. Thank you for returning to the UCL. How do you think Sam's going to do in this season, Harry?
Sam's going to be in the playoffs for sure, but he'll choke in the end. That's the Sam way.
Sam.
Recently called Sam Time, now Sam has an all-time record of 69-47. He's a normal playoff contender and refused to add me on Facebook. He's going to take this game. Hopefully he can keep the snowball rolling into the mid and late season. For now, let's move on to the next battle. Our next battle will be IHOP Hop It, new to the UCL, versus Chico Chestnuts. IHOP Hop It will be on the player side, while Chico Chestnuts will be on the opponent side. Nidoqueen versus the Porygon 2. Aegislash will be switched out for the Nidoqueen. The Tri-Attack will be immune for this Aegislash. Aegislash is going to go for a close combat, bring down the Porygon 2 to 28%. And the Porygon 2 goes for a Trick Room. Here comes Cresselia.
It's interesting. I guess it does make sense for it to be a Trick Room team with that lineup.
Now here comes the Rotom. He's going to go back into the Aegislash. Aegislash goes faster in Trick Room's going to go for an Iron Head. The Shadow Ball takes it down to 23%. They're trading big damage. Rotom Heat's coming back in. Volcarona, it's going to be a double switch. Volcarona versus Rotom Heat. The Trick Room goes away. Quiver Dance now boosts up this Volcarona. This is a very dangerous opportunity here. Here comes a Gabite. Fiery Dance will be resisted heavy by this Gabite. The Volcarona did no damage. He's going to go for a second one for some reason. The Stone... miss, but it's not going to miss on the second turn. It doesn't even kill the Volcarona. Another Fiery Dance. He's just hoping the Stone Edge is going to miss. He's all the way up on big damage on the special attack, but the Gabite will win in the end.
Yeah, it's nice to see one of the one of the baby Pokemon putting in work here with the Eviolite.
Putting in big work, gets a big kill on a tier 1 Pokemon, and gets the Stealth Rocks down. There's going to be another Trick Room opportunity here. Serena is in now. It's going to go back into this Guzzlord in front of the Rotom Heat. Did not want to take that Will-O-Wisp. Here comes the Gabite. Yet again, Knockoff will finish off the Gabite. Rough-Skin do a little bit of damage. It's at 76%, but the attack power from the Beast Boost has been added on. The Knockoff will destroy the Rotom Heat. It is the game of the tier 5 Pokemon.
Oh my lord, that fat U-turn just absolutely obliterated Guzzlord.
Big U-turn from the Scyther. Take out the Guzzlord. It is now 4 versus 4. Cresselia versus the Nidoqueen. Again, Scyther's coming back in. Shadow Ball will do some damage. Only 70. He's sitting at 72%. The Toxic will take down the Cresselia. Is definitely going to be threatened out by that U-turn opportunity. He's going to kill the Porygon 2. In reply, it's 4-3. It's really close game.
Yeah, this Scyther might be banded because these U-turns are dealing huge damage.
Big damage on the Scyther U-turns. The taunt will come out for that Nidoqueen. Stop the Cresselia from even thinking about bringing in another Trick Room. Big damage again from the Scyther. Take down the Cresselia. The Cresselia was there's only 2 Pokemon left on the IHOP Hop It team, and there's 4 sitting on the side of Chico Chestnuts. Here comes the Mega Gyarados. Mega Gyarados will kill with an Ice Fang on that Sirena. There's only the regular Aerodactyl left.
That's gonna do it.
That's
Once
gonna
you get that
be it.
Dragon Dance up, you could really start sweeping.
Exactly. That Dragon Dance plus the Gabite plus the continuous big damage from the Choice Banded Scyther was enough to win this game easily. The IHOP Hop It had nothing left, had nothing to stop that Scyther.
Some really good low-tier production here in this matchup. Gabite did a lot of work. Scyther did a lot of work.
The Volcarona, the Aegislash did something, but that Volcarona did absolutely nothing in the face of a tier 5 baby Pokemon.
Less than tier 5.
Negative tier 5, because in the UCL we do have a 40-point system, and every other Pokemon that's not listed is in the 20-point tier. Gabite is one of those 20-point tiers, and it just came out of nowhere and destroyed one of the highest level tiers that we have in that Volcarona.
Yeah, it's just good planning and good utilization of your tools by a veteran player in Control Mage.
Sometimes you gotta dig deep. This time Chico Chestnut dug deep for that Gabite. He's going to win the game, and we're going to go to the next battle.
The next battle will be between Kalamazoo Alakazam and the Kannapolis Intimidators. I will be taking over for this shoutcast. It's going to be Kannapolis Intimidators on the player's side, Kalamazoo Alakazam on the opponent's side. Palosan's going to get out of the way of this Kyurem, who goes for an Ice Beam. Ice Beam will be resisted by this Melmetal. Melmetal will go for the Double Iron Bash. It's going to be quad resisted by this Lantern. Very good counter for this Melmetal. The Volt Switch will get out of the way of the Celebi. Lots of switching here. Here comes the Kyurem again. It's surely going to go for an Ice Beam back in. Oh no, here comes the Weezing Galar, gets big hit by that Ice Beam. Another Ice Beam comes out, and unfortunate for the Melmetal. Here comes the Z move. All out pummel. He thought he was choice, but he was not. He was packing that Fightium Z move. And finally, that Melmetal did nothing in this game. That's a big loss for the Kannapolis Intimidators. Here comes the Sulks, going to go for a close combat onto the Lantern, do big damage, leave it at 50% health after leftovers. The Scald will do 55% damage onto the Palosan, but the Water Compaction will do something that Palosan will not be able to take another Scald. Here comes the second Scald, will be resisted by the Celebi. Celebi sitting at 95%, still pretty healthy. Here is the Substitute that's going to do damage on Substitute. Substitute will not break. Tentacruel's in now. Here is it's an okay matchup. The Calm Mind, instead of actually attacking this Tentacruel, that's going to be bad. The knockoff doesn't do too much damage, but then, never mind, it's not going to be bad. The Psychic will do big damage onto the Tentacruel. However, that Sludge Bomb will take out that Celebi. It is now 4 versus 6 here. The Dragon Dance will do a little bit onto the Tentacruel. After the Earthquake, Earthquake is going to kill the Tentacruel. Kyurem's back in now. Feraligatr will need to get out. The Weezing Galar is going to be sacrificed in the face of the Kyurem. Here is the Sulk. Sulk will outspeed and kill the Kyurem. That's a very good use of that tier 5 Sulk Pokemon. Alakazam is in. Now it's the Mega Alakazam. Trace the Water Compaction and kill off that Palosan. Surely now it's only 2 Pokemon left on the side of Kannapolis Intimidators. The Dragon Dance on the Feraligatr will threaten out that Mega Alakazam. The Feraligatr will not be able to kill the Lantern on the first hit, but the Earthquake will secure that kill. There's only 3 Pokemon left on the Kalamazoo Alakazam, but the Kalamazoo Alakazam's Urshifu is scarfed and is going to outspeed that Feraligatr. The only things left is Sulk. Sulk will not be able to take out the Rhydon in 1 hit. The Earthquake will bring down the Sulk to a sturdy. The Sulk will kill, so it's only going to be a -2 differential if the Sulk cannot kill this Mega Alakazam. The Sulk goes first, but clearly the close combat was not going to be enough for that Psychic Pokemon, even though the Alakazam's very weak on the defensive side. The winner will be Kalamazoo Alakazam. A series of unfortunate events lost the game for Kannapolis Intimidators. First, he made the wrong assumption that Kyurem was choice spec'd. After the Melmetal froze, unfortunately, the Z all-out pummel brought it down low, and it was able to take out the Melmetal with a following Ice Beam. The game was slowly whittled away in favor of Kalamazoo Alakazam after that. Let's go to the next battle. The next battle will be between the Durham Dunsparce Season 11 champions and the South Orange Scizors. Durham Dunsparce will be on the player side, while South Orange Scizor will be on the opponent's side. The Hatterene will take the Surf pretty nicely, but the critical hit will kill the Helios in turn 1. Dragonite is in now. It's going to go for a Dragon Dance in front of this Toxapex. The Dragon Claw will do about 40% damage. Oh, what's this? Very interesting. On the Iron Defense, Glalie is in now. The knockoff, what was that? That was a knockoff? Will do no damage. And then the Freeze Dry, oh my gosh, will kill the Toxapex. That's very unfortunate for that Toxapex. Here comes a Z move onto the Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's going to go for a never-ending nightmare. Take out the Mega Glalie. It did do something. It did get the Freeze Dry off onto that Toxapex, which is a very good wall for the Durham Dunsparce team. Is the Granbull versus the Duraludon now. Here comes the Duraludon versus the Deoxys defense, they just trading Thunder Waves here. Here comes a Trick Room for the Deoxys defense. The Hatterene's now going to go for a Calm Mind, while the Deoxys defense will be paralyzed. Another Calm Mind on the side. Another paralyzation. Very unfortunate for the South Orange Caesar. Here comes a third free Calm Mind. A third paralyzation. Draining Kiss will do big damage. What is he doing? A Magic Bounce will stop that Toxic for that Deoxys defense. It's going to get out of there. Ironhead will do something onto that Hatterene. However, the Hatterene's going to heal back up to full. He's going to go for a Dragon Dance now. What? The Draining Kiss will kill the Dragonite. I don't know what I'm looking at. Another Magic Bounce. He did it twice. Draining Kiss kills the... Oh, it's about to kill the Grand Bull. Second Draining Kiss kills the Grand Bull. This was a throw and a half. Okay, Earthquake, Scorching Sands does nothing. That Charizard, I just lost my element watching this game. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna let the game go. Everybody saw what happened. We are still unraveling it in our mind, trying to comprehend what happened. But the winner, what we know for sure is Durham Dunsparce is the winner of this game. Now, both these players are for fun players at this time. They're just having a good time, but I think there was some backstage dealings going on back there. Hey, let's let Hatterene get a couple kills this game. Let's boost her up on the winners, on the MVP, okay? I'm gonna throw this Thunder Wave and this Toxic. She's gonna get a kill, okay? She's gonna get a couple kills, actually. Durham Dunsparce is going to be gifted that game, and we will move on to the next battle. The next battle will be between West Korean Wurmples and the Pittsburgh Celesteelas. West Korean Wurmples will be on the player side, while Pittsburgh Celesteela will be on the opponent side. Primarina will get out of the way of the Whimsicott. It's going to be, the Energy Ball will be resisted by the Alolan Muck here. Alolan Muck is focusing now. Here comes a switch. Here's the Focus Punch. That was a interesting tech, but it didn't do too much damage onto that Steelix. Steelix is gonna get some Stealth Rocks down. Here is the Mega Heracross. Oh, it's the regular Heracross, excuse me. Close Combat will do a little bit of damage onto that Whimsicott. Here comes the Ambipom now. Ambipom's gonna go for a Whimsicott's gonna go for a Moonblast. The Fake Out will do big damage onto that Whimsicott. However, the Whimsicott will move first on the second go. Its Choice Scarf most likely will take out that Ambipom. It is 6 versus 5 now in favor of the Pittsburgh Celesteela. Milotic is coming in with gets Toxic flip turn out of the way of the Muckalola. Knockoff will do no damage onto the Steelix. Steelix, what's he gonna do? He's gonna go for an Earthquake. It's gonna be resisted by that Heracross. Heracross is going to kill that Steelix with a Close Combat. Now it's 5 versus 5. This is still close game. Turn 11, 5 versus 5. We're watching the West Korean Wurmples versus the Pittsburgh Celesteela. The Blaziken just got a speed boost off. The Close Combat will then kill the Blaziken. Very unfortunate for the Pittsburgh Celesteela. It is now that this Heracross is just going to town with the Moxie, but the Milotic will be able to survive and kill the Heracross with that Surf now. It is still 4 versus 4. It's still close. That Muck will not be able to kill the Milotic. The Milotic will die for the poison. Why the hell does he have a Rufflet in there? What the fuck?
What the
That is the first Rufflet we've ever seen in the UCL. It's gonna get a kill. Hopefully, we can get an undefeated Rufflet in the UCL all-time record. It's going to die. It's 1-1 all-time. Here is the V-Create is not going to be able to do too much damage onto this Hydreigon. Hydreigon is now going to outspeed that Victini. There's 2 Pokemon left on both sides here. Here comes the Z-move. Tectonic Rage will kill the Primarina. There's only 1 Pokemon left in that Spectrier, and the Crunch will be enough to take it out. That's going to be it. The winner, it's Pittsburgh Celesteela. Rufflet is 100% win rate in the UCL.
Through whittling away the defenses of West Korean Whirlpools, the Pittsburgh Celesteela was able to get in the Hydreigon in the moment of weakness when Beat Crate was already used to get the Hydreigon in for a Dragon Dance, and at that point there was nothing left that the West Korean Whirlpools could do for the vicious onslaught of this dark dragon Pokemon. Both teams are not new to the playoff scene. They put on an enticing battle this week. We hope the best for them in their upcoming matches. For now, we will go on to the final match of the week. The last battle will be between Fat Stack Snorlax and Philadelphia Fearos.
Philadelphia Fearos will be on the player's side, while Fat Stack Snorlax will be on the opponent's side. The Raikou will both switch in front of this Slowbro Galar into the Empoleon. Empoleon's going to get out of there for the Skarmory. The Stealth Rock is going to be placed down for the Empoleon. Here is the Charizard. The Skarmory will defog the previously set down Stealth Rocks, but this Charizard just got hit with a big Future Sight.
Yeah, you see Bisquick going for the Whirlwind there, trying not to let it set up a Dragon Dance, so that's good.
Very smart for Bisquick, trying to stop that setup potential. He didn't go for the setup, he went for the Fire Punch. Instead, though, that Skarmory is going to be able to heal up quite nicely. With the Roost, he just does it right there. The leftovers will get it to 100%. Sturdy is back. Fire Punch will be put down again. That's another Whirlwind. We're just repeating what we already saw. Here is the Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini's going to go back out for the Raikou. Surely a Roost. No Roost. The Slow King Galar is going to come in. It's going to take a Thunderbolt. Oh, this might not be a physically... Wait, did he just... Tell me he did this Thunder Wave on Misty Terrain onto an Electric type.
He did do that.
Okay, so yeah, that happened. I guess so. I don't know what to commentate on that. The Fire Punch will take out the... well, he took me out of my element. That's a Shaman. He took out the Shaman. The Volt Switch will kill the Charizard Mega X. That probably is not a very good trade there. Lost his Charizard.
And here we see a rare Durant miss. It totally hits its moves every single time Clads brings it. 100%.
Every time, yeah. It does hit its moves. I don't know. I've never seen a Durant miss its moves. However, the Z Hydro Vortex will kill that Raichu Alola, and then it'll get return killed by that Tapu Koko. I know that Fat Stack Snorlax wanted to use that Raichu in the electric terrain against this team.
Yeah, that is for sure the plan, but I see the Hawlucha in the backdrop there. That's probably also looking to use the electric terrain, probably for an electric seed.
Now, he just hit a Whirlwind onto the Raikou just to switch out. It's sitting at 7% health. That's Skarmory. They're going to trade Thunderbolts. The second Thunderbolt will be resisted by the Tangrowth. It's going to go back out into the Skarmory, who will get killed with the knockoff. Now it's going to be 4 versus 3 in favor of Philadelphia Fearos. Philadelphia Fearos, definitely the more seasoned, more successful trainer. Fat Stack Snorlax still in this game, though.
I think he should have taken the damage there with the Hawlucha. He's not going to be able to set up on it again. I don't think it'll be a big problem, but...
The Sludge Bomb will be immune by the Durant. Durant will hit a heavy Iron Head onto the Hawlucha. Hawlucha does not get its electric... it's unburdened in this Misty terrain. He's going to have to try to do something else. Hawlucha's going to get out for the Tapu Koko. The Tapu Koko then will get glancing damage with the Nature's Madness. Tangrowth back in. It's going to get hit slightly with that Dazzling Gleam. The Giga Drain will be resisted by the Slow King Galar. Regenerator versus Regenerator. Tank versus Tank. Durant is in now. The Future Sight will be set up.
Wow, there it is, the classic. And if he can get rid of this Durant, that's really the only thing that should be threatening the Slow King. And there it goes.
There it goes. Critical hit through the resistance. Will take out the Durant with that Future Sight. Slow King Galar is holding this game together. The Hawlucha will be sacrificed for this Raikou, where I believe this Raikou is going to be choice scarfed, I believe. The Thunderbolt will kill that Hawlucha. It is 2 versus 3. He does have the Tapu Koko and a miss from the Nature's Madness. The Slowking Galar is holding this game together, trying to bring it back. Tangrowth is in now. Sludge Bomb will do a bit of damage. It's definitely an Assault Vest Tangrowth. Tangrowth will hit. Earthquake does absolutely nothing. There's a physically defensive Slowking.
Yeah, Slowking is so insane. It's just tanking everything.
Just holding it down. Does not die. Slack off. And the Future Sight will kill that Tangrowth. It is 2 versus 2. He's brought the game back. Raikou's in now versus the Slowking. He's going to Volt Switch out. Maybe he should have Thunderbolted there, but he's not going to. Oh no, the Tapu Fini's down. Raikou is in now. He's going to go for the Thunderbolt. It's 1 versus 1. It's anybody's game. Tapu Koko or Raikou, who's faster? Tapu Koko is. He wins. He kills with a dazzling game. The winner, surprisingly, is Fat Stack Snorlax.
Yeah, a little bit of a up and down game on both ends, but the Slowking Galar just put in so much work.
Slowking Galar definitely brought the game back, put in a lot of work at the end, just like you said. A lot of throws in this game, though. We did see the Skarmory continuously get knocked down under 50%. It lost its 30 and then went out at 7%, only to whirlwind the Raikou. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game that is kind of were head scratchers. In the end, the Fat Sack Snorlax were able to pull it back together with their Slowking Galar and win the game. And that is going to be it for the Week 2 Grandpa Specking Ground Conference. What do you think about this week?
It was a good week. It's good to get to see the other conferences' games. I think the other this conference is a little stronger than my own conference, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We had some good games this week.
Yeah. So speaking of the games, there were some competitive games, some fun games that we saw. Out of all the games that we watched together, which one was your favorite?
My favorite Week 2 game was the Pittsburgh Celesteelas versus the West Korean Wurmples. We saw some cool sets from both sides. We had like a Focus Punch Alolan Muck. That was cool. But the star of the week and the new bird mascot of the UCL is Rufflet. Tweety really, truly is a menace.
Rufflet is now undefeated in the UCL 1-0. Thank you for joining the Shoutcast, Harry. Do you have anything else to say to the people?
No, just thank you for having me on. I'm sure we'll do some more in the future and keep going with the channel. Get your subscribers up and get that giveaway going. I'm trying to win.
Sure thing, will do. This is Alex Grimes II, the king himself. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
My time is now. I think there's someone controlling this war.
The king will rise again.
RNG Sus will unburden you of this pain. All you have to do is turn to him. In the name of RNG Sus, we pray.
You're mine now, you little thing.
Wars are brewing.
UCL News Network content is only available on the private Discord page.